Hey guys, and welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. Like always, we start with a chart of Bitcoin with the indicator of the premiums and discounts and also funding, negative or positive. Like we can see over here, if it is very positive, you sell a little because you get a correction. Right now, we saw very high funding. We went negative a little, and that's exactly the point where we started pumping again. Right now, I believe if you zoom out a little bit, we can maybe see a small dip to make people short again. Over here we saw very high funding at the top. We corrected, went to negative, and then we can see we bounce hard. Over here this is a perfect example, high funding, high funding, high funding, and then dump, really dump. Over here as well, it can happen, really high funding and going well. It means it just needs to keep moving. As soon as it goes down a little, we get big corrections. We saw that, I think, on Saturday, I believe. We get basically a really long squeeze and just cascading liquidations to the downside, or stops to the downside, of longs getting stopped out or liquidated, and it can call for heavy moves. So when funding and premiums get high, be careful for wicks to the downside. We are still very bullish, we're still in a bull market, but right now be careful if it gets that high. Therefore, I am looking mainly at Ethereum. I've been calling Ethereum since last week. Look at my YouTube channel. I was calling for it. It was even in one of the thumbnails. And we broke out since. Right now I checked the fundings on Ethereum and they're still very good on Bybit and also on Bitmex. So Ethereum is still doing very well. I would say Ethereum will go pretty quickly to $800. Also, Ethereum BTC is pumping like crazy. I was drawing this yellow line since, well, over here a few days ago. Yeah, you can see that in one of the YouTube videos. I'll just keep it over here so yeah, you guys see it. Right now we are at resistance, but we have like 3-4 amazing days already. And right now we are at resistance. We can also see that in the VPVR, volume per range, per price range. We are at resistance right now, a little pullback. I would say a retest of this one would be really good. This low and this low over here. We saw some action out over here as well. So yeah, right now I would say a little dip towards this blue line and back up. Or we just keep shooting straight up. One of those. Over here as well. Could come back for a retest over here at around 560, 570, but shooting straight up to $800 wouldn't surprise me either. Although let's take a closer look at Bitcoin, because the name of the channel is of course Bitcoin Edge, and that's where it's all about. We are at the weekly, and I mean, this is exactly what a bull market looks like. We're just accelerating to the upside. Everybody is thinking about corrections, and of course they happen in a bull market. Look at these wicks. These were big wicks back in the day. Right now you might laugh about it, but if you are all in Bitcoin with your whole net worth like I was, I mean, over here I remember buying Bitcoin sub $200 in 2015. Man, I was so scared. Everybody thought Bitcoin was gonna die, and everybody was reporting about it, and I was just buying and thinking I was kind of stupid. Because in 2013 we already had the Lambo dream. Right now, why are we in a bull market? Well, it was pretty obvious. We broke this line. And it always happens with a really big trend line. Don't let other people make you believe it is about a RSI, RSI, or any other weird indicator. It's not. It's just trend lines and horizontals. Fibonacci levels can, of course, play a role, but most of the indicators are mostly lagging. meaning they lack price movements, price action. So basically right now I would say we are between 13.8 and yeah 20k kinda. Worst case scenario would be a wick over here to there, or that would be a good scenario. But I mean, right now there are a lot of people long in the top, and that is getting kind of scary. Let's take a look at the daily, and yeah, this is just a crazy parabola. Make sure you always draw on logarithmic. I always make sure I draw on logarithmic. This is the top line keeping us, holding us back. And yeah, of course, we cannot keep going up this fast. There will be a correction, and that would be a healthy correction. Shake people out a little bit. Daily is still looking good. It's a green doji. Yeah, it's hard to call this. It's going up so fast. I would call for a little bit of a consolidation for Bitcoin over here. It is still looking very good. We are making higher lows all the time, as you can see. Can we see something over here? Not really, or do we? Don't really like it, but we can grab these two tops over here, and you could draw something like that. At the bottom we also see this line kinda turning up, but the thing worrying me right now is the extreme high funding, especially on Bybit. And yeah, Bitmex is weirdly low, but Bybit is really high. That is because a lot of retailers on Bybit. I trade on Bybit as well myself. If you want to trade on Bybit, I mean, Bybit is very good. Make sure you use one of these sign-up links. They're also in the video description. Or if you want to take one of the other links, it's fine as well. Using one of these links, you get discounts on your trading fees, and trading fees eat your profits. What also is very good is the premium on Coinbase over Bitfinex. It is not as high anymore as yesterday, but it's still a premium. And a premium over Bitfinex means new, fresh money is coming into crypto, fresh fiat. What also is bullish is that Bitcoins are leaving exchanges, meaning people buy on exchanges and take them off of the exchange, meaning they're not keeping them on the exchange to sell them. I mean, this is basically what I would say is the line right now. A lot of action on it. It's not that clearly. Here we broke above it and then under it, and we see a lot of action on this line, and we are tightening it. I would say we tighten this pattern and break up from here. And yeah, over here we just saw a stop run or a liquidation run and getting bought back up. Everything is looking good, but I would keep my eyes still on Ethereum. Ethereum still has a lot to go. Right now I would say Ethereum has a lot more fuel than Bitcoin at this moment, so I would pay attention to Ethereum. If you want to, if you guys have any questions or want me to cover another coin, please let me know in the comments, because I love it when you guys ask me questions. I really do. That's why I make these videos. So make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and let me know what to improve. See you guys again tomorrow.